Atma Kodishwari Mahamune. O great sage, among many millions who are liberated and perfect in knowledge of liberations, one may be devotee of Lord Narayana Krishna. Such devotee are very peaceful or extremely rare. Narayana Namaskritam Nanam Chevanalokamam Devim Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayodhiri Nasta Prayesva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevare Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Neshwati. This is lamentation of King Chitraketu, and the chapter is this is Bhagavad Gita, in 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. 7th chapter, I think the text number 2, Lord Krishna said, Manushyanam sahasresu prasthyati siddhe yadadyapi siddhanam kastinyo vedita. Among many persons who are siddhas, perfected, one may hardly know me true. So this is what similar type of verses going on in this context. So becoming devotee, and especially Narayana Parayana, who are completely engaged in pure devotional service, is very characteristics of pure devotional service is described like how devotion is very rare and it's not easily available. Because Jiva, those of Bandhan, those Jiva who are affected by Maya, a very strong desire to enjoy material life. Or if they are a little bit further advanced, they're searching for knowledge. Basically the jnanis, they pursue for spiritual knowledge. But while they are doing that, they come to under illusions that they're thinking, I am also, God. That's basically they come to the idea. Mayavadi, they think, everything is illusions, and I am also Narayana. They come to that conclusion, and Sankaracharya emphasizes that. So Tomasi, and that's why they think they are also one with God. Of course, the one we are God, one, they are sitting the same level, and that makes them offenders. That makes them offenders, because we cannot put the same level of Jiva and the Lord in the same level. And that's why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu condemned Mayavadi Bhasha Shunne Sarva Parivanas. It destroys, impetus to become devotee of the Lord. And that becoming devotee, that you accept yourself as a servant, the rasa, reciprocations. This is only possible in devotees platform, whereas in the platform of jnani, it's not possible, and karmi practically is impossible. The yogis, because they are thinking of perfections. So bhukti siddhi kamya kalya santa Krishna bhakta nishkam sadeva santa. And that's why they're peaceful. Because the devotees are peaceful, because they recognize themselves as servant, while others, they are striving hard to achieve something else. The jnani, they are striving hard to become one with God. And the yogis, they are thinking to get perfection. And for karmis, the ordinaries, they are working hard, like anything, just to get sense enjoyment. And the sense enjoyment doesn't satisfy the jiva. So they get frustrated again and again. So this is not the perfection of life. And so Lord Krishna himself, he appeared, to deliver the conditioned soul. He appeared to elevate the suffering of the jivas. We know from Bhagavad Gita, and Yada yada hi dharma shaklani bhavati bharata. Whenever there is discrepancies in the dharma, and the Lord appear again and again every millennium. You know? So this is the mission of the Lord, appear in the material world to relieve the devotees from the suffering and to kill the demon, also same time eliminate the demon. And he performs so many wonderful pastimes. You know? So this pastime itself is transcendental if it becomes a meditation for the devotees. Because the devotee gets released, he got so much transcendental pleasure just by listening. You know. So in the whole Bhagavatam, in the ninth canto, we come to the ninth canto where Sukadeva Goswami described the dynasty of moon and sun and moon dynasty, chronologically described. You know, from Vaishvashwata Manu, his descendant is described, and so many kings have been described. You know. And then also describe the moon dynasty. You know. So Lord Krishna, he appeared in the moon dynasty on Ashtami day, on the dark night of Bhadra, month of Bhadra. This is month of Bhadra stuff, you know. And so the Wali moon. So the moon is on the 8th day, you know. So Sukadeva Goswami, he described when he finished, not yet finished, describing the dynasty of the moon dynasty, he described that Lord Krishna also appeared. And only in 2 verses, summary he giving Lord Krishna pastime. And Parishit Maharaj stopped him and say, "Oh my Lord, oh Brahmana, please describe Lord Krishna elaborately." And only a devotee who is thirsty, they want to hear about Krishna pastime, while others, who are full of materialistic thought, who are full of fruity result, the desire to hear Krishna Katha is not awakened within the heart. This is Parishit Maharaj is telling. So, because he was so eager to hear more Krishna Katha, and then Sukadeva Goswami starting the 10th canto of Bhagavatam. So in the 10th canto is described the Ashraya Tattva of the Lord. Srimad Bhagavatam, there's 10 subject matters. So the 10th canto is described the Ashraya shelter, Lord Krishna is Saman Gunam, the Ashraya Tattva, all other tattvas, and there's so many incarnations of the Lord, but Lord Krishna Mula avatar, and Mula of all incarnation, and Sukadeva Goswami conclude in the 9th chapter, 9th canto of Bhagavatam. Palochanisyamanam Dukkha Sukha Samostamohidam Anugrahaya Bhaktanam Supunyavatanitasa. This sloka, Srila Sukadeva Goswami recite, Lord Krishna is Anugraha, is merciful, that he in Kali Yuga, the people who are suffering in Kali Yuga, they can take shelter of this transcendental narrative. And that is whole Srimad Bhagavatam, the 10th canto, and Srila Prabhupada translated the 10th canto into Krishna book, which is 90 chapters, So among 335 chapters of the whole Srimad Bhagavatam, 90 chapters is described and dedicated in the 10th canto of the transcendental pastime of the Lord. So Sukadeva Goswami, he said, especially for Kali Yuga, the Jiva in Kali Yuga, the Lord Krishna is so merciful that he left his transcendental pastime. If anybody who can meditate on this transcendental pastime, they will get relief from the Kali Yuga influence, and the dormant love of Krishna will awaken within the heart. So this is Anugraha, the Lord is so merciful. And Srila Prabhupada, when he came to America, before, he just completed the 3 volumes of Srimad Bhagavatam, the first canto. And then immediately he wrote the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, translated in the summary given us to Krishna book. because that was the most important part of the whole Srimad Bhagavatam. The 10th canto is a face of the Lord, and is the main characteristic of whole Srimad Bhagavatam is to understand Krishna Katha. And in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, Sudha Goswami concluded, Ete Chamsa Kalapom Sa Krishna to Bhagavan Swayam Indri Vyapna Loki Mudana Yuge Yuge. While describing many incarnations, he described all other incarnations of Kala or expansion, but Krishna Swayam Bhagavan. So this Krishna Swayam Bhagavan, he appeared on one day of Lord Brahma, and today is a day. Today is that's why we celebrate the Krishna Janmashtami. So this day, apparently it was dark, it's a waning moon. But Lord Krishna, when Lord Krishna appeared midnight, the moon could not resist and he appeared simultaneously. The full moon is described. The Acharya described, Even so, today is not supposed to be full moon, but moon god, the demigod moon, he appeared in full moon. But Krishna is also moon. Krishna's name is Krishna Chandra. So two moon appear simultaneously. So the full moon was there, middle of midnight, and Lord Krishna appeared, with all, potency, with all opulence, with 4 arms in the prison house of Kamsa, where Vasudeva and Devaki, Mother Devaki was there, and he appeared in his Chaturbhuja form, with a symbol of the chakra, with a conch shell, the lotus flower, and the gada. And the Lord reminds them, actually, this is not the first time he appeared. Devaki and Vasudeva in the previous life, they were already praying of Krishna, as Krishna Garbha, and also as Kashyapa Muni and Aditi Mata, Mother Aditi and Kashyapa Muni, and this is the third time he appeared as, third time as father of Krishna, Devaki, and Vasudeva. So Lord Krishna reminds me, actually you already have been worshipping me, So you wanted to have a son like me, but there's no son like me, So there's nobody equal to God, a Purusha. Only Purusha is Bhagavan Sri Krishna, while all living entities are Prakriti, energy of the Lord. So Lord Krishna is Purushottam, Purushanam Bhagavan. Himself he appeared, to deliver the miseries of earth, planets, King Kulashekar also prayed, Jayato Jayato Krishna Devaki, Jayato Jayato Devo Devaki Nandanoyo, Jayato Jayato Krishna Brishmi Vansa Padipam, Jayato Jayato Mekha Shyamala Komalango, Jayato Jayato Prithvi Bharana Samukunda. In Kulashekar, in his prayers, he described that to elevate the earth planet, Prithvi Bharana, so the earth was so much disturbed by demon, and she pleaded to Lord Brahma that please do something, and Lord Brahma had to go to the ocean of milk, and all the demigods assembled and they offered Purusha Shukta prayers. So the Lord assured Lord Brahma that he will appear. So in this sloka also, and that's the Lord appeared in the Vishnu dynasty, in a Vishnu dynasty, and he's described as colorful, just like a megha, colorful and cloud. Krishna is Sham Sundar, the color of Sham, color of cloud, and he appeared in the dynasty of Vishnu, And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also recited these prayers when he was offering prayers to Lord Jagannath in front of Jagannath Rath Yatra. He used to offer these prayers, many wonderful prayers to Lord Krishna. So Lord Krishna, his name, form, activities are all transcendental, you know. And Janma Karma Chami Divyam Evam Yogati Tatvata Tapadiham Purna Janmamiti Mamiti Sarjuna. So his transcendental activities, and if we contemplate, we can meditate, and we can get so much bliss, spiritual knowledge. And this is a happiness, this is a bliss for the devotees. They want to hear. The air is just like a vessel, and the hearing is just like a nectar pouring. We don't drink, we drink through the ear. Krishna Katha, you know. So for the devotee, hearing process is the most important, and that's why Parikshit Maharaj requested Sukadev Goswami in the end of 9th canto, please describe Krishna Katha. Only those who want to hear this nectar. I am fasting for 7 days, and it's already been, before describing this 10th canto, I think it was already almost 5 days. So they I'm been fasting, without food, without water, and I'm not fatigued. I'm not feeling. I'm still thirsty to hear this Krishna Katha. So, so Krishna Katha is so blissful, and we especially the first part of Krishna Katha, which is described the Vrindavan Leela, is so madhurya. It's so sweet, and if somebody just hear and drink, and then we get so much attracted, natural attraction for Lord Krishna will awaken within the heart. And that's all what we wanted. And of course, there's other part. Krishna Katha is divided into, Vrindavan Leela, Mathura Leela, and also Dwarka Leela. So all are transcendental. We don't distinguish, but still the Vrindavan Leela is sweet, is a madhurya. Lord Krishna pastime is divided into Aishwarya Bhav, where this describes his majesty like a king in Dwarka, and all the opulence. But in Vrindavan, he's sweet, he's where, he doesn't have his shoes, he's just having, beautiful yellow dhoti and just bare shirt, nothing else, and then peacock feather, and, so Lord Krishna is very sweet in that way, and devotee get attracted. Even Lord Brahma, he prayed to Lord Krishna, when he did offend, he stole his cow, and his cow was boyfriend. So Krishna was wondering, when he saw Lord Krishna in that form, he prayed, Lord Brahma Vata, now Vidyatre Bhava Pusita Ditambaraya, Gunjavatam Sapari Pichala Samkhayam, Vanya Saje Kavalaveta Visana Venu, Lakshmya Sriye Vidupate Pasupam Rajaya. Oh Krishna, your covered whole, and and you're wandering with, in the forest, and very nicely decorated with peacock feather, and you have a buffalo horn, and you have a stick, and then you have also a rope, and you have it in your hand a piece of yogurt and rice. And this is a description of Brahma described, description of Krishna's beauty. And Krishna has beautiful peacock feather, and he has yellow dhoti, and he has the buffalo horn, and a stick, and he has also a flute. So this is Lord Brahma description of Lord Krishna. And the gopis also describe Lord Krishna in a very beautiful way. Barha pidam natavara vapur karnayo karnikaram vibrat vasa kanakakapi savai jayanti tamanam Ranjan venu adhaya sudhaya purana gopa vinde vrindaranyam saravana pavita gita kirti. He described Lord Krishna when he's coming back from herding the cow in the afternoon. And with his friend, his face is covered with dust, and he's wearing beautiful yellow dhotis, and Parhapidam, he has a beautiful peacock feather, and he's playing the flute. Practically, is so much enchanting, and all his friends are glorifying and singing, So this description of Krishna beauty is described in the page of Srimad Bhagavatam, and Lord Krishna is so sweet, it's a Madhurya pastime in Vrindavan. It's different from the Aishwarya Bhav, where there's so much opulence, but this opulence of Vrindavan is different, and this appeals to the heart of the devotees. So this is our meditation for the devotees, and if you can meditate and thinking of Lord Krishna and especially from the advanced devotees, and this will awaken our dormant love for Krishna. And only we can pray to the Lord Krishna that on this auspicious day, we will engage in His service, and and all the contamination is in our heart, which is practically preventing us to advance in devotional service, will eliminate and make it an easy way, to on our goal to achieve the love of our hand. So this is our, prayers for the devotees on this auspicious day, and through the chanting, through hearing Katha Krishna Katha, through hearing and engaging in Krishna service. So this is the perfection of life. If you want to have siddhi, as in the verse is said, among many who are endeavoring for liberated, and by hardly one can understand the Krishna. So today the door is open. Practically the door is open. And through Chaitanya Mahaprabhu process, and through the chanting and dancing, and through engaging in Krishna service, and that becomes easily available. And that's our prayers, and that we all want to achieve. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. Sri Krishna Janmashtami Mahamahotsav ki jai. Prabhupada ki jai. Anything, Prabhu?
I was wondering how it is possible, what is the Vedic explanation for how it happened with the moon and it was full? Like, is it Prabhu covering it, or then that just flew away, or I'm not so familiar with the Vedic mythology, but I just had this.
No,
how it is.
Yeah, it's a Krishna Paksha. There's in 1 month there's Sukla Paksha and Krishna Paksha. Sukla Paksha is when the moon is waxing, is growing, and Krishna Paksha is a moon is declining. So the moon is supposed to be 8 days declining. Is a dark period. But as I said, though Krishna, he appeared in the moon dynasty. If you read Srimad Bhagavatam, the 9th canto, Sukadeva Goswami described the moon dynasty. He described the beginning from Garbhodaksha Vishnu, Lord Brahma appeared. And Lord Brahma has many sons, and one of his sons is Atri Muni. And Atri Muni's son is Chandra. From Atri Muni, the moon god appeared in that dynasty. So Sukadeva Goswami described, and so from here the moon dynasty described, and how we describe also the sun dynasty and the moon dynasty, how they merged. The two family, how is merged, is described in the 9th canto. And from that time, it's describing the moon dynasty, described that Purava, he was born in that dynasty, from the Moon dynasty, and he described is coming until the Krishna dynasty where Lord Krishna appeared. So here Lord Krishna and Balaram appeared, you know. So the moon actually, as I say, it was on 8th day, but the moon felt so happy. This is the Acharya, our Acharya, Buddha Vaishnava Acharya describing the commentaries. I think it's Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur described. And the moon he could not resist. So it's supposed to, it cannot be, you know, so on this day the moon appeared full instead of 8 half. So moon he felt so happy to, you know, he could not resist that, you know, Lord Krishna is appearing and he want to celebrate in a joyful mood. So that was moon felt that way. And of course, it doesn't make, you know, for our calculation, it doesn't make, you know, but everything is possible. It described even the universal, everything was adjusted. The special star, Rohini, is under full control of Lord Brahma. So that special star also appeared, you know, and it make everything auspicious. The mountain, the forest, the ocean, the rivers, you know, everything adjusted, you know. The river was flowing, even the cloud is described as thundering very mildly, you know. Even the ocean, the wave is described and is, you know, in a very peaceful mood. So everything, the atmosphere was so charged, you know. At that time, it described even Kamsa, he prohibited the Brahmanas and to perform yajnas, but you know, it was so charged with spiritual atmosphere that everything adjusted. You know, even the Brahman who was prohibited to do yajna, the yajna fire altar was started. So everything was, you know, arranged because it described actually Yoga Maya. He arranged all this arrangement. You know, Lord Krishna said, Ajo Pisan Avayatma Bhutana Vishwaram Param. And, you know, of course, he's unborn, but he still appear every millennium through the agency of Yoga Maya. So Yoga Maya, she arranged all the arrangement, you know, all the pastime, there's Lila pastime of the Lord, you know. So we also know that when Lord Brahma and when Lord Balaram appeared, Lord Krishna requested Yoga Maya to transfer from Devaki womb to Rohini womb. So Yoga Maya is working behind the scene, you know. So so Lord Krishna activities, his transcendental pastime is also arranged by Yoga Maya. So Yoga Maya arranged, even so it was not full moon, so everything is become spiritually, you know, arranged. Everything on, you know, Swabhavati Jnana Bala Kriyata, as the Veda say, you know, the Veda say, everything by his willing, everything Swabhavati Jnana Bala Kriyata. You know, by his willing, everything is worked out. You know, so Lord Krishna activities, this is not ordinary, and it has to be understood, you know, through the medium of, you know, tatvata and truth. That is important, not just only reading, but on truth we understand that Lord Krishna is, you know, everything work, his energy is working, his shakti is there. So this is all his tatvata, you know. So everything is possible. It's not difficult to understand.
I have no doubt that it was possible, but I'm just wondering what is the normal thing, like what is happening when we don't see more completely? Is it a shadow or
Yeah, this is a time factor is worked out. You know, the season worked out by this movement of the moon. You know, the moon goes through transformation. You know, it described actually the moon he married Kashyapa daughters, 28, all these stars of his wife. In the sixth canto it described that. And the moon gets cursed from Daksha, you know, because the moon was always with Rohini. and all the wife somehow was neglected, and Daksha cursed him, and he becomes sick. They described the moon god gets sick, and in order to that, he went to Somnath, where is Dwarka, near Dwarka, and he performed yajna. And that is described in the 11th canto of Bhagavatam. That in order to that, he can rejuvenate it again. So that's why the curse of Daksha, he become reduced. It's not everyday full moon. So that's the curse of the Brahma of Daksha. They describe the 11th canto and also the 6th canto of Bhagavatam. But by doing that, it will regulate the whole universe. Imagine that if it's full moon, what will happen? The ocean is raging among its full moon, you know. So there's Purnima come, and each Purnima is different. We know about Gaur Purnima, we know also about Sharat Purnima, and we know about Bhadra Purnima. So there are so many Purnima and special occasion. We described the 10th canto when Lord Krishna was going to dance, perform the Rasila. It describes the moon, the Sharat Purnima, so beautifully described. It's describing how, practically Lord Chandra is anointing his wife with kumkum, with chandan. So the whole night was so charged with, romantic affair that the Krishna performed rasa dance. It described the full moon, how it appears. It's so beautifully described. So there's everything has a means. There's a purpose for whole things. And Lord Krishna, of course, his Atma Rama, he doesn't have to do, but his transcendental pastime is so charged for us. We can understand the highest level of what is the Parakriya Ras. Among all many Ras, the highest Ras is Parakriya Ras is described. So only by performing these activities, and this has been discussed very nicely between Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Rai in the discussions, Samvad between Ramananda Rai and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu questions the highest goal of life, and starting from beginning till the highest platform, what is the Madhurya Ras, and among the Madhurya Ras, the Parakriya Ras, and then Mahaprabhu told. Uh, they say now you stop, don't say anymore. So this is we can understand the summit of highest goal of life. What is that love of God? Yes, the moon. For us, our eyes sometimes the moon is covered by eclipse, and sometimes it's just moonless and dark, but sometimes full moon. And when it's full moon, everybody, gets relief. Prabhupada said when you're tired in India, especially it's so hot, when it's full moon night, and everybody, even you're tired, you feel relief. And that's why Nitai Padakamala, Lord Nityananda, his lotus feet is millions of moon. So if you release from that Nitai Padakamala, so Koti Chandra Sushitana, Koti Chandra means millions of moon. So if this moon can give us relief, so what happens if we get millions of moons of lotus feet of Nityananda? So this is a song, by Narottam Das Thakur. And if we think about the Nityananda Prabhu is so moon, and Krishna Chandra is also described, everything is moon, his face is moon, his nail, there's 24 and a half moons in Lord Krishna's whole body, and on his feet all the nail is moon, and his hand all is moon, and on his face is moon, and when we chant the Gayatri mantra, Sri Vishwanath Thakur, he was thinking, he was counting, how is that, 24 and a half, and he could not figure it out. And finally, he got revelations that Lord Krishna, on his forehead, the tilak is also described of 24 and a half moon. So the last mantra of Gayatri mantra we sing and we chant, and it actually describes the description of Krishna moon, the whole body. So the nail is pinkish color and is brilliant. It can eliminate the darkness, all the glooms, all the anartha within the heart. So that's a meditation for the devotees.
Once Krishna was joking with Srimati Radharani, he was trying to give a compliment and he said, "Oh, Srimati Radharani, your face is like a moon." And Srimati Radharani was very upset. She was like, "What? One day I'm chubby and then I'm too skinny. I'm growing and it's growing smaller." It was
Yeah,
not a
this is
compliment for
also
her.
it's referring to Chandavali, So the rivalry of Radharani is Chandavali. So you're comparing me as Chandavali.
Don't remind me of Chandramali.
Another version is that when Radharani looked at the moon and he could see all kinds of spots and
Yeah, there's so much different.
he thought that Krishna is saying that my face is very ugly and spotting you. She got very
Yeah. Done. Sri Krishna Janmashtami Mahamotsav ki jai.
Grace Hare